Cameron Hardy.
Yes, sir.
What's up, brother? How are you?
Man, I've been good, man.
We've never done a pod, right?
This is our first one.
We've been in each other's ecosystem for quite some time to have never done a podcast.
It's been a while.
And you're pretty active on social media.
As of recent, yeah. So
Yeah?
I was about a year ago, and then some personal things happened, and then I kind of took some time off. But as of recent, the last 3 weeks, I've been trying to post it at least every day.
Okay. I've been noticing. And the posts look good. Well, so here we are in the newest G Media podcast studio. I'm super freaking excited. I'm looking around. It's so beautiful. You know, we've been working so hard to build this. We took this space over maybe 2.5 months ago, and it did not look like this.
Yeah, it's a crazy difference from what it was 2 months ago.
Did you get to see it in the beginning?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, it was, just a box.
Yeah, it was a box.
Yeah,
it was 4 walls.
For sure.
So here we are. So thanks for being here. I think my intention of having you on is, I personally think you have one of the most fascinating stories, and sincerely, you know. And I always say if I say it, it's because it's true, and if I don't say it, it's because it's either not nice or I don't believe it. So when I vocalize things, it's authentic. But yeah, no, you have overcome a lot of difficulties in your journey.
Yeah.
And it feels like, I guess I'll speak to, it feels like at this junction, because we cross paths, I don't know, twice a week and get a little read on each other.
Definitely.
Through the office. But it feels like you're in a really good spot.
Yeah, life is good.
Give me whatever you want to start in your journey so that the audience can maybe pick something up from you and learn something and be inspired by you and maybe educated by you and then a little bit of entertained by you.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I'll jump in and just ask a bunch of questions.
Cool.
So tell me who Cameron Hardy is.
Cameron Hardy. All right, let's see here. So born and raised Las Vegas, so native here. I've been in... I grew up here, so I went to Green Valley High School.
Born and raised here?
Born and raised, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, born and raised in Green Valley, so just walking distance from the high school. Always went to the football games as a kid, so grew up loving football, wanting to do it.
That's right, you were a flag football guy.
Flag football for years, and then transitioned into to high school, did that, and it was pretty good, actually. Considering I'm 5'5", I actually made the all-star team when I was in high school. With like the pads and helmet and the the whole thing,
bro. I can imagine you in a football outfit. I mean, I look like a little skinny guy.
I was competing against Xavier Grimble, these people who played for the Steelers and stuff. So.
Bro, you just had to be wildly fast.
I'm pretty quick.
Is that what it was?
I'm pretty quick.
I mean, in good hands and the other things that are obvious, but you had to overcompensate. Like I did too. I was a lineman, bro.
Oh my God.
My upside was just pure grit,
right?
And speed.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think I definitely quick, but I had a lot of aggression, just from childhood and everything else. So really loved the idea of just being okay with hitting somebody and not getting in trouble for it. So
can I add to hitting someone and okay getting hit?
Oh yeah, for sure.
You were the guy that got blasted and got back up and gave him a high five or something.
Oh, give me more. Yeah, for sure.
Same way, brother. Okay, love it.
So played high school, definitely born an athlete, loved to compete, loved to, just get my hands dirty. Even now, I work out every single day if I can, at least 6 days a week.
Yeah.
But yeah, so high school and, got into the retail space. I worked at Zoomies, which is a skate shop. Did that for 4 years.
Wow. When did you stop working there?
I think it was 2000.
I'm sorry, how old were you?
Oh, I was, it was my junior year. So I was
got it. You're still in high school.
Yeah, exactly.
The right, appropriate job.
Yeah.
When you said 4 years, I was like, dude, were you 24 still working at Zoomies?
No, started young and then I became a manager, what have you. So, but yeah, I did that. And then I realized that I wanted to kind of get into something that I think I could grow a career in. And so that's when, real estate was always the idea. My dad, growing up, we owned 5 rentals, plus the house that we lived in. So I would always see him just kind of dabbling. And, he always had time to take me to games and do what I wanted to. And I was like, man, this is awesome. I want to own real estate.
I don't think I realized that. So your dad, he made a living through real estate?
Yeah.
He didn't have a job and then just bought rentals?
Nope.
Was he a realtor or was he just an investor?
He actually sat on a track of homes a while back, and then he was a realtor for a little bit.
Okay.
Didn't work out for him for some reason or another. But he always just ended up investing in real estate and kind of bought things creatively. And that's how we got like 5 houses in a few years. So,
dude, think how impactful that is for you to say that out loud and then be able to apply that to your life now with your children.
Yeah.
Like I would love hearing you say it makes me say to myself, my kids have to be witnessing what's happening.
Oh, absolutely.
They're not oblivious, even though of course they're witnessing it, they see it, but are they really witnessing it the way I want?
Yeah.
Hearing you say that, they are.
Absolutely.
And then now you can.
More than you probably.
That's,
even know.
I guess, the
like,
point.
I know you want, like, I'm sure you want your ideals and whatnot to go to them, but at the end of the day, like, they're watching you every day, kind of do the hard shit.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's what's gonna like allow them to, like, when they get your age, they're gonna do that stuff, not even knowing that it's like it's hard.
Yeah.
They're just gonna be like, well, my dad did it, so why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
So
yeah, beautiful. Cool. So I didn't know that, but cool. All right. So dad owned some rentals. You got to watch him bang on those for a little while.
Yep.
Inspired you to say that looks like a good career path.
Absolutely. Yeah. I would end up helping him. So we have the rentals, they'd be rented out and then somebody would move and then I'd go in there and I'd peel off some wallpaper and help him paint and stuff. And so I kind of got my education that way. And I always knew I was like, man, like, when I grow up, I want to do this. And so I ended up getting my real estate license literally December 15th, 2015. So almost 10 years ago, in a few days.
What is it, like the 9th, 10th? Let's say 10th?
So when this podcast drops, it'll be exactly 10 years. So I've been in here a decade, which is crazy.
Yeah.
So I've been doing real estate for about 10 years now. I struggled for the first like 3 or 4 years.
Sure.
Really was just trying to figure out my footing. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do it. I was a full-time agent, but it's like you're full-time, but you're still dabbling. Like I was treating it like a
Did you have
hobby.
any other source of income?
Nope.
Wow. So
I burned the boats.
even you're dabbling, you figured out how to pay for yourself.
I said, I'm going to do this.
Okay.
Like if I'm going to go into real estate, I'm going to create a future for myself. I don't care if I struggle, I'll eat freaking top ramen, but whatever it is, I'm going to be.
How old were you when you got licensed?
It was 10 years ago. So I'm 30, so 23.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm 33.
Very similar stories.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I'll tell you, at 33, bro, I was probably pretty similar to you.
Is that right?
People wouldn't believe it because they see where I'm at today. But like my growth, it took like 10 years to learn it.
Right.
First, it takes about 3 years, to your point, 3 to 4 to go like, is this, I'm going to try it and I'm going to commit, but am I going to like see it all the way through?
Exactly.
I'm going to give it my best effort, but I'm not like sold that this is my ticket to my future. So I think that everybody has to go through that. Once you go through that, then you're fully committed. Then you got to go through de-dumbing yourself, you know what I'm saying? And like learn your craft.
Absolutely.
Bro, but once you learn the craft, that's where my life changed, is when I knew I learned my craft, which I feel like that's kind of where you're at in your journey.
Yeah.
Bro,
definitely.
like in 7 years, we're 2025. Dude, 2018? Yeah, bro, I was a whole different human being. I didn't live where I live. I didn't have what I have. I wasn't here.
You said 2018.
Yeah.
What were you doing in 2018? Where was Josh Galindo 2018?
Okay, it's a great question. I think it might be inspiring for you to hear it because I really feel like that's where you're at. And I think, a version of where you're at. So 2018, I lived in a 2,600 square foot 2-story in Summerlin. So it was a nice home.
Yeah.
89138. I had an Audi A7 that I was super proud of. Yeah. And Crystal drove a Suburban.
Nice.
That was the lineup. I think I owned 12, maybe 13, 14 rentals, somewhere in there.
Pretty good.
It was good. I'll be honest. I was grateful and proud of that. But it's not what I have today.
Right.
And I was just banging hard. I was flipping like crazy, and I had little baby kids.
How old was Beckham at that time?
We said 2018, so 7 years. So he's 12. So 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. He was 5. Yeah. So he was 5, and I had a 1-year-old. Or no, I had a 5-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 1-year-old. Yeah.
Wow.
So, yep. That's exactly right now that I think about it.
Yeah.
So I had 3 kids. Which I think the kids are pressure, bro. That is very powerful. If you're passionate about having a powerful family or a big family, better term, then don't stop.
I agree.
Because each kid, it's almost like a built-in welfare check, but like it's in your own self. You know, it's like you have a kid, and then all of a sudden you make twice the income.
You got to grind.
You have a third kid, you have 3 times the income. I don't even know. Actually, I've never said this out loud. The fourth kid, even more income. But my point is yeah, that's about where I was. I didn't own the building. I think Galindo Group Real Estate had like 25 agents.
Okay. That's crazy.
Yeah, I was flipping. I was mainly focused on flipping houses, and I was still a little. I was a cocky guy.
Yeah.
In a good way, meaning like I wanted to have a lot of pride in my work and confidence in my work, but you're still new to it, so it's fresh.
Right.
So you're a little bit overly proud of it. Now I've been doing it so long, it's kind of like that saying, like, act like you felt what it feels like to win before. You know, that's my stage of life now.
That's so good. Yeah.
Anyway, so that's where I was. But so keep that in mind, because, dude, once you figure it out, dog, it fucking goes.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's the thing. Like so after I kind of figured out, okay, cool. Like 4 years in, I'm like, okay, I'm committed to this. This is what I'm going to do.
Okay.
So then I started committing to the skills. I started committing to cold calling, to learning how to actually call, learning how to talk to people. And those skills alone, like, got me through the first, like, you know, the next 2-3 years. And then after that, it was just like, okay, cool. Like, now that I'm doing this at a high level. Cool. Now what do I need to do?
Yeah.
And so I just added on marketing. And so now it's just been marketing more and more on top of doing the cold calling. And that's kind of how I build my business. Honestly, cold calling, marketing, and then sphere of influence, and just referrals.
And does the wife work?
So I'm proud
at the moment.
I'm proud to say that she does not. Yeah. Good. So let's
redo it, because I want that to be a clip.
Yeah.
So does the wife work?
So I'm proud to say that as of last year, so we just welcomed in my daughter. So December 28th, actually, so almost a year now. So my wife is a full-time mom.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. That's incredible. I think the reason I asked that question, because it speaks to your accomplishment and success that you've generated for yourself, your family, and your business.
Absolutely.
And obviously a proud moment, as you demonstrated lighting up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're successful enough to put yourself in that position.
Absolutely.
And what I think even more so is, has real estate's paid your bills, maybe outside of a small moment, or 100% for the last 10 years?
100%. Yeah.
Jesus.
Like I said, you burned the boats, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I once I knew I was going to commit to this, I said, okay, cool. Like, I'm going to figure it out. I don't care what I have to do. If I'm going to have to work 24 hours a day, whatever it is, I mean, I'm going to be successful.
Yeah.
So,
and this is your game plan for the rest of the run.
Future. Yeah. I mean, as you know, I actually just got into flipping as last year.
Yeah.
So,
let me ask that question. So primarily, what does your real estate business look like?
Yeah. So, I mean, like, as of last year,
real estate's got tons of arms and tentacles. So what? Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. So yeah, I mean, I did about 30 deals last year. I did 30 deals, and then I just started flipping last year. So it's about 1 full calendar year. And we did 6 full flips, and then working on our 7th now. So,
okay. So how many successful flips were you in and out of just last year?
6.
Okay.
Yep.
In and out, total 6.
6.
And then now, obviously, we're at the end of this year. So how many have you done this year?
Well, that was this year. Full year.
So 6.
So
Got it.
6, and then I just purchased I have another one. So working on 7th now.
That's
but
great.
It'll go into next year, so won't sell it until next
year. How do you
year.
buy your houses?
So primarily wholesalers and MLS.
Okay. And then how do you fund them?
So hard money.
Hard money.
And then I recently just started using private money, just as I got more success. More people have offered me some money. They saw that I'm creditable. I've actually done it. So
huge statement right there. I tell, I know some other flippers that go through different investors, like it's dirty water. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, I have investors begging me to give me money.
Oh,
then they're begging me to stay in the system when I work their money. They don't want to leave.
Of course. Yeah.
And so there's no bigger compliment than what you just said there, that think how big of a compliment that really is. Like, I trust this guy to put my hard-earned money, my post-tax money, meaning I had to go make this, and this is what I have left, to somebody to go and earn it, to go and earn a return on it.
Somebody wired me $140,000 of their hard-earned money.
Wow.
It takes a level of trust to actually have that happen. So I'm very privileged. It's very nice to, like, and the person who did that was a past client of mine. So
that's how I got started.
Really?
Yeah. Dude, it was like 2000. When I got started with an investor, my first few deals, it was like me and a couple buddies, we put together some money. But when I actually started volume flipping, it was from an investor. 2010 comes into Vegas from New York. Says, I just want to look at some houses. He was my buddy's cousin. And says, hey, Josh, my cousin's coming to town. He wants to look at some houses. He's cash. This is what's so comical about it. It was 2010. And he only wanted to look at single stories in Summerlin.
All right, fair
enough. So we bought like a 2,800 square foot single story for like 220,000 cash. But he had to proof up. And when he proofed up, I'm like, dude, this guy's got a few $1,000,000 in the bank. At a time when like a few $1,000,000 is a lot of money. It's a big
deal. Yeah.
And so closed mouths don't get fed. I said, hey, do you have any interest? And, I think I've got a general understanding of this flipping business. I've done a few on my own with my own personal money.
Right.
Do you have any interest? And we did one together. He asked me to partner with him. We earned 11% on it. And he goes, there's not a business I've ever seen. If you can earn 11% in a 30-day or in a 90-day window, that goes out of business. That was what he told me. And he goes, so let's do it. And he went full force and he put all the money up and so forth.
That's awesome.
But so previous client of yours.
Yeah.
Is that a past deal or is that the current investor on your current deal?
That's one of them. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's one of them. I have two right now that we're using. So one's my partner. So I work with I work with my partner. He's a lender as well.
Okay.
And so he kind of helps me with that side of it. He takes care of the hard money and then I take care of finding the deals and then renovating it as well too. We kind of go back and forth.
Okay. So that's your role in your flipping business.
Yep.
At the moment, call it whatever you'd like, but for easier term, your flipping business consists of your partner who handles the money part.
Yeah. He takes care of like the hard money because he's a lender himself. So
he understands it well.
Way easier.
Yeah.
I mean, I can focus on what I'm good at, just finding deals. And then I run the comps, make sure everything's square.
Who bangs on the rehab?
We both do.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we have a contractor who takes care of it.
Managing it.
I'd say I take the grunt of it, but so he speaks Spanish, and then so does our contractor. So
of course,
they take care of it together, and then they kind of loop me in on some of those things. But overall, I'd say it's about 50-50.
Was there a moment in the journey? Because I think it's pretty cool. The more I pull it out of you, you've had at the moment, it looks like you've had a pretty glamorous run.
Sure. Yeah.
Now we all know that's not the case. You've fucking earned every bit of it because you don't get real estate success isn't given to anybody for free.
I agree.
If you're successful in real estate, you've earned it. You've earned it.
100%.
There's no freebie on this journey.
No, definitely not.
And if there is, somebody speak up and let me know where I can go get some of it. We know it isn't. So when was your lowest point where you were literally having to say to yourself, and I don't even know if you said it, but I'll ask it. I have to go get a job, or
ever
I don't know if it's going to work.
Real estate journey?
I'm curious in your 10-year run. When did you go like, damn, this is it? I only got I got 4,000 left on the credit card to be able to make it through I don't know. Tell me your story.
Yeah. No, it's actually very similar to that. It's I think it was year 4 or 5. Year 4 or 5, I was just getting done treading water, essentially. Just trying to get a deal. I think I was getting a deal. I was probably doing like 5 or 6 deals after a little while. And I was at a point where I had money that was due, and I think I was almost going to be like $2,000 to $3,000 in debt. And I reached out to my grandma actually, and I said, "Hey, Grandma, listen,
there's a lot of parallels in our story.
I've got some listings that I know are going to sell."
Let me stop you. I reached out to my grandma. Go ahead.
Yeah. So
I want you to make this a clip. I want you to make this a clip. I want you to make this a clip.
Yeah. So I reached out to my grandma and I asked her, I said, listen, I've got some listings that I know we're going to sell, but they haven't sold yet. And I don't have enough money to make my rent. And so I was stressing. Yeah. And I reached out to her, and it's hard for me because at the time I had some pride, and I didn't want to ask for help.
Yeah.
But the truth is I reached out, and she was more than willing. So she gave me $4,000, and honestly, that $4,000 lasted me 2 months, and it gave me the confidence that I needed to move forward. And my listings ended up going under contract a couple weeks later. And honestly, after that, I mean, it was full steam ahead. Like, I never had my back up against the wall again. Mm-hmm. And it just felt like, okay, like I can do this. Yeah. And that was the breaking point, right? It was like halfway through my journey. You know, it was like year four or five.
Sure.
And I honestly was like, okay, like I'm gonna go get a freaking job at Dick's. Like who knows? I don't know what to do, you know, like, and so I'm grateful that I stuck it through. I mean, there was definitely, you know, there were some moments where I was like, man, I just don't know if this is the right decision. But and there's so many times when like, you know, your friends and your family, they doubt you, right? Like they say, hey, like, you know, maybe you should just get a job.
Mm.
God, like how many times have you heard that where you're like, maybe you should just go get a job, get something more stable. And I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. I bet on myself, and I'm so glad I did, because now 10 years in, I'm successfully, you know, I retired my wife essentially. Now I have a 1-year-old who I support through real estate. I've got a successful real estate business and now flipping business. So I'm so grateful. I'm so
Dude,
grateful.
I need a mic so we could drop the mic. There was so much passion and authenticity and realness in that statement. And it's all fact, dude. I see Cameron, like I said, he's here at the office. I witness it. It's been beautiful to watch, and always a good attitude and tons of humility and always seeking. You're inquisitive. So tell me tell me what. And I'm inquisitive. I had a client in here yesterday. This guy walks in, he's got 26 homes he wants to sell, $12 million portfolio. And I looked at him, I go, bro, there's a reason I'm where I'm at.
Yeah.
And one of the main reasons is that when I see guys like you, I just ask a whole bunch of questions.
Yeah.
I go, and I just was transparent because I'm like, I didn't want to just start asking him without explaining what my logic was.
Right.
So I go, dude, I got to ask, like, how'd you get in all these houses? How are you in this business? Yeah. How'd you get here? Dude, I did. It was pretty funny. And I think it was cool to have the people in the meeting with me get to see it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that inquisitive energy and desire to learn and apply.
Absolutely.
You know, it's important. That's the key.
I will
Learn
say,
and apply.
when I first met you, I didn't realize how detailed you were.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I saw what I saw on, you know, Instagram and you know, you come off very cocky essentially,
Sure.
but you are so humble. But the thought is like, you are so detail oriented that like, I would have never have guessed that. Like first, ever knowing you.
Yeah.
Like you're so detailed. And I think that like that level of detail only comes from asking questions and from the experience that you have.
Yeah. Well, when you're running as fast as I'm running, you can't do it through clutter.
For sure.
You know, there's different things that I lean on to put me in a position to continue to succeed. One is my ability to articulate my thoughts.
Right.
I have a gift. I think you have it too. We easily can conversate with anybody.
Absolutely. Yeah.
1, 2, my visual memory. Thankfully, I'm a dumb guy that thinks in pictures. You know, I kind of laugh at that because that is the truth. And I can't implement those superpowers with clutter, or with a lack of organization. You know, if you go into my office, you're never going to walk in my office and see shit everywhere and have it be messy. You'll never walk into my closet and see it that way. My cars, I don't have 15 water bottles in the front seat. You know, like. Every part of my life is as organized as I'm capable of making it.
Absolutely.
So thanks for noticing that. But it's important to have that in your arsenal. Organization, discipline, communication. And the thing is as you grow and run in your business, the only way to keep growing you're gonna have to duplicate Cameron.
Absolutely.
You know, so you begin to get into the people business.
Right.
And as you get into the people business, you stop doing all the day-to-day tasks for no other reason other than you're leading and managing, not because you're too good for it ever.
Right. Right.
And at that point, your ability to communicate and articulate thoughts becomes even more important, you know, and then being detailed becomes even more important because you got to keep track of everything you've got to focus on plus what they're supposed to be focusing on.
Right.
But yeah, thanks for that compliment. I think it's appropriate, whether compliment or observation, but I think it's accurate. It's important that I'm organized. Yeah. Okay. So we talked about, that was a really passionate moment with your, with your ending there. That'll be good.
I mean, honestly, I mean it though. I mean, at the end of the day, like, I don't think people realize how much we struggle to get to where we are.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm nowhere near to the level of success that you're at currently, but you know, I've still got time. But what I've come from for the last 10 years, I mean, there's been some dark moments, right?
Mhm.
Like there's just been moments when you're like, man, like I really don't know if this is for me. You start questioning everything, you question your own beliefs, questioning yourself. But if you have the fortitude to actually like see it through and endure the process, man, that feeling, like when you get your back from against the wall and you're finally standing in a spot where you actually feel successful, you know, not only money wise, but like family
Oh,
wise, your faith or whatever you believe.
yeah.
It, man, it feels good.
Mm,
It feels really good.
powerful, Cameron. Beautiful, beautiful and powerful. But you tapped on a few things that I think are so incredibly important. I've seen a lot of fat guys that
Right.
are unhealthy, that look like they're in really bad health and shape, that have a ton of money.
Ton of money. Right.
I've seen a lot of buff dudes, a lot of muscles,
Yeah.
get into like a 1989 Hyundai at the gym. That's a hatchback that like barely could hold their big body.
Right.
I've seen a lot of people hanging out with the guy at the bar buying drinks for everybody, playing Keno at 8 p.m., 10 p.m., midnight on a Tuesday. A lot of
Mhm.
people around him.
Oh yeah.
He ain't got no money. And so it's important that we're balanced, because success isn't just money.
I agree.
Success isn't just health. Success isn't just social. Success isn't just any one thing.
Right.
The definition for me, and I can see it in you, you can see it in me, we make sure that that success is balanced.
Absolutely.
You know, like, between the kids, my wife, my men in my life, my personal friends, my business colleagues, my business partners, my health, all of it, man. That's the true definition.
And speaking of health, you look great, by the way.
Thanks, dude. Did I tell you how I got here?
No, please.
So fasting. So I hire a concierge doctor because I was over the medical world and system, and go in there and get a full checkup.
Okay.
Which I think is probably, I would highly encourage. It was about a year and a half ago that I had some health stuff come up. Nothing detrimental, but some health stuff come up.
Yeah.
And I think what ends up happening is in our game, these beautiful capsules that God's given us, they run hard.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they do everything we ask them to do,
Right.
aka body.
Absolutely.
Until about like 39 and a half. And then and then they need a tune-up. They'll still
For
go.
sure.
They'll still roll.
Change the oil.
Yeah, you got to change the oil. Dude, because at 39 and 6 months, bro, I had all these things get weird on me. And I go get my blood work, and which I'd never done.
Right.
Now, bro, I have tons of blood work.
Yeah.
But I'd never done. So to the listeners, I highly encourage blood work. And the guy was like, bro, you're high, you're low, you're high, you're low. Like, I wasn't going to die, but I was like this.
Yeah. All over the charts.
Yep. And it allowed me to go, okay, I gotta, clean things back up. I got to change the oil. I gotta flush the system.
For sure.
Nothing was broke, but I needed to take care of it. And, so that was important. I thought I'd speak to that. Then secondarily, I get this concierge doctor. I go and meet with him because I just want to have regular blood work and access to care. He goes, bro, you are 39 inches around your waist. Not your waist. See, now people always,
Right.
waist. That'd be like hip, belly button, pelvic, waist. No. He was like, bro, go to the widest part of your gut.
Get the whole gut.
Yeah,
right?
he's like, measure that shit.
Right.
So he measured me, and if I remember, it was 39. Maybe it was off, but it doesn't matter. It was bigger than it. It was way out of proportion for the rest of my body.
Sure.
And honestly, there was a moment where I was like, dude, because I work out every day. I
Right.
eat as good as I can. I drink very, 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 very lightly if I do. Relatively value health.
Yeah.
So I just thought, man, maybe I'm that guy that turned 40 and now has a belly. And I was
Here
like,
it goes.
is that
Over the
normal?
hill,
Like, yeah, exactly. Dude, sincerely, I was like, I guess I just can't get rid of it.
This is it. This is
This is it.
It's Josh Galindo, 40, baby.
That is so good, Cameron. And then he goes, dude, you have visceral fat. Now I've heard of that, but I never researched it.
I don't even know what that is. What is
So
that?
visceral fat is the worst fat because it lives around your organs.
Oh, wow.
So, the fat you can grab,
Yeah.
fat. That fat is another term. I don't remember it, but if I read it, I'd remember because I've been reading about it. It's a type of fat. And then there's visceral fat that grows around your organs. Dude, he came back and said I had fatty liver around my, like, borderline fatty liver disease around my liver.
Jeez.
I'm like, bro, isn't that like an alcoholics
an alcoholic,
disease? He's like, yeah. I go, I'm not an alcoholic, bro. I don't even drink
once or
unless
twice a month.
Yeah. And he goes, it's visceral fat.
Wow.
And so it's everywhere. It's all inside your gut. And he wasn't like saying, and this is for anybody that doesn't have a lean midsection.
Right.
Long story short, I get the information, I accept the feedback instead of deny it and justify it away. And I go, got to figure this out. Google how to get rid of visceral fat. First thing pops up, fasting. I'm like, I have a friend that fasted.
Yeah.
Luis, business partner, G Media.
Right.
Yeah. Guy went like 30 days or something.
That was insane. By the way.
And where I think he didn't do his ecosystem service, and I've called him out on this a few times, is he just said he was fasting. He didn't like take the time to explain all the benefits.
Right.
But he knew them the whole time because now we talk about it fluently and he's wildly aware of everything.
Right.
But bro, you open this can of worms and it's really healthy. So I'll do it briefly. Anyway, so my point was I probably would have fasted sooner had he talked me into it. But we all thought he was crazy. We thought he was starving himself. And that's what most people think, that fasting is starving themselves. People think fasting is two things. Well, I didn't eat breakfast. I'm fasting. No. That is a type.
I say it all the time to my wife. She's like, "Oh, did you eat lunch?" I'm like, "No, I'm fasting."
Right.
I just forgot.
That's a type of fasting. That's intermittent fasting. But like the type of fasting I'm talking about is 24-hour minimum,
right,
to 48 hour to 56 hour to 72 hours. Okay, so whatever. I'm driving back from Utah. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to give this fasting thing a shot. And I'm in the van.
Oh, okay.
It's an 8-hour drive. I was in Salt Lake. So I'm like,
here we go.
Yeah, I'll be okay. If I lose my shit, I'll be in this van. I'm not at the office or not. I'll be confined.
No one can see me. I can't blow up on anybody. No one call me. I don't have service.
Yeah. And so I just sit in the van and drive back and don't eat. Dude, I get home, Cameron. You want to talk about inflammation in my body?
Oh, yeah.
And nonsense? I was 7 pounds lighter in 24 hours.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Really?
I was like 222, and I went down to and I have it on my weight app because I love showing people it, but I don't know. 222 is what I always remember. And I was down 7 to, I want to say my memory says 9 pounds, but I'm going to be modest and say 7 because I'm being recorded. So 7 pounds. I'm like, oh my gosh, what would that have taken to lose?
This is great.
With chicken, broccoli, and rice and cardio.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Okay.
Take probably a month.
So then I just start telling everybody about it. And of course, Luis chimes in, starts educating everybody in my ecosystem about it and blah, 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 blah. Next week, I go 48 hours. Dude, I'm down to like 209.
Wow.
Okay. Then another week goes by, I do a 24 just because I was like, wow, that was moving really quick. Like, I don't want to get into like the 180s. So now I had to throttle a little bit.
Sure.
Do a 24, because you gain some back after you stop, but it was a net effect still.
Do you binge like after you're done?
No. And you know what's funny? And let's just talk to the matter for a brief moment. So I'm going to go through really quick. It was 48, and then I 48 hour, or 24 hour, 48 hour, 24 hour, 56 hour, and then like 48 hour. And then now I don't eat on Mondays, no matter what. And no matter what, I don't eat for 24 hours. If I'm feeling great, I might go for the 48. If I commit, no matter what, I go for the 48. Okay.
Oh, wow.
But now my new routine in my life is 24 hours. The other thing I do, no more sugar or carbs.
No sugar, no carbs.
No sugar, no carbs. Wow. So I'm full blown keto. What does that look like? I'll walk around with a can of whipped cream that says 0 grams of no carb, no sugar. And that's my little snack. I have cheese. I eat meats and other things and blah, blah, blah. People be like, well, that's so bad for you. It's like, so is the fucking red dye in Cheetos.
Right.
So is like
40.
all the sugar. So what I learned in the body was, all right, this is morph, but who cares, you guys? This is good for you. Is that when you eat carbs, it converts to sugar. Right. Sugar's poison to the body. When the body senses sugar, it creates
glucose?
Insulin.
Oh.
Okay. To push it into your liver and out.
Right.
So your body creates insulin. Well, what happens is we eat, insulin spikes, and then it should never stay high. That's how you get insulin insensitivity. Okay.
That sounds like pre-diabetic, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Okay. So your insulin spikes, and then you don't eat. Then you snack.
Spike.
Then you don't eat. Then you eat lunch. Then you snack. It never comes down.
It's like a roller coaster.
So just like anything in your body becomes wildly used to insulin. And insulin is meant to grab all that excess junk in your body and get it out.
Right.
Well, now your body, it has to either produce more insulin or you're just resistant to the insulin. And now your body's storing all that shit. So that was why for me, when you fast, your insulin goes and it just crumbles. And then all of the fuels that your body uses, sugars, carbs, whatever is, leaves your body and now goes straight to fat. And so my body, bro, was burning fat that it didn't, the visceral fat.
Yeah, just at a high
rate. It was
rate.
burning at a wildly lightning fat. Dude, 22 pounds, bro. People spend 2 years of their lives to lose 22 pounds.
That's insane. I'd be a
I
different
lasted in 4.5 weeks. Dude, I got like a 4.5 pack. I'm living good, man.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I thought you were on like some type of like, I don't know, what's that? Ozempic or something. Yeah, because I mean, nope. I'll tell you, because I see Josh like, maybe like twice a week, give or take. But I mean, I didn't see him for a while because I was taking care of the baby and what have you. And so I come back 3 weeks later and I'm like, what? Josh looks like a different dude. Is that his twin brother? Like, what is going on?
Where'd he go?
Like, where's the other Josh, man? But man, but honestly, you look great.
Dude, thank you. And bro, here's the thing about fasting, okay? Because it's not just, so the ultimate benefit, the weight loss is a side of benefit.
Right.
The main benefit is that you go into a thing called autophagy, where your body makes retarded cells all the time because we're always producing cells, right? Like hair is cell, your nails, your skin, everything is a cell. And it's not a perfect production machine.
Oh, of course.
There's imperfections to those cells.
Naturally.
Those cells will live in your body and then be fed by society's constant encouragement to never stop eating.
Oh, right.
Think how fucked up this system is, dude. Breakfast, the most important meal of the day. And start with Frosted Flakes.
Yeah, cereal. Yeah.
Bro, like you come out of a fast and then shoot your glucose level through the roof.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Bro, your insulin goes like this. And they're encouraging our babies to eat like this.
I think about that all the time.
It's one thing if you wake up and you have the old school most important meal of the day.
Yeah.
3 eggs,
I was gonna say
bacon, and a piece of wheat toast.
Maybe some avocado.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That is an important meal that is going to genuinely fill your body.
It's actually well balanced.
It's balanced, exactly. You got your protein, you got a little bit of fiber, you got, I don't know what else I said, eggs, whatever it was.
Fat, yeah.
Yeah, fat, thank you. And nowadays it's like, empty out the box of sugar, pour fucking milk on it, and then inhale this thing. It's like, dude, if you look at the back of some of these boxes, it's like 68 grams of sugar.
Oh, absolutely. And then a load of carbs.
Yeah. Dude, anyway, okay, I got way off track there. But so no Ozempic, that would be nice, but I didn't do it. But fasting has been so beneficial for me. Oh, the autophagy. Let me finish.
Yes.
Autophagy. So your body makes those imperfect cells. When you fast, your body's not stupid. It goes and eats the dummies first because it has to survive. It goes into survival mode. So what does it do? It eats itself. But itself isn't the best versions of itself. It's the stupidest version of itself. It goes, let's clean that out. Okay. Well, that is how our bodies are designed to operate. So all this disease and all this shit, all of a sudden it's like we have complete freedom and access to food. And what has happened? Disease has gone like this.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, why did that not happen before? Well, it's because our bodies, we weren't programmed to eat constantly. And so our bodies had an opportunity to go in and clean themselves.
Yeah.
And so autophagy is what that is. And then the last thing is mental clarity. Cameron, I'm going to come into your office next hour 40 I'm on.
Yeah.
I'm going to wait for that. And bro, you're going to be like, Josh, you look like you could see through walls because bro, I feel like I can. My brain is fast.
Right.
Nothing can get by me. And then you're in hunt mode because you got to think, dude, like, there could be like a fly buzzing over by the garbage can, and I'm talking to you, and I'm like, it's crazy. Anyway, so awesome. Fasting, I lost 22 pounds doing it. I believe that it's a great way to lose weight. Don't call it starving yourself. Go and do research on it first.
Yeah, definitely.
I literally see people at the gym that I've seen for years that have good, strong arms and bellies, and I'm dying to walk up to them and go, bro, you want me to show you how to get rid of that belly?
Yeah.
Just
stop
don't
eating.
Eat for 2 days.
Stop eating. Let your body heal itself.
Yeah, let your body heal itself. All that inflammation. Dude, Tyler Hubbs, you know Hubbs?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, of course. He's shredded, right? He's like the epitome of buffness, Tyler.
Absolutely.
Guy fasted for 72 hours. He had inflammation. Bro, we went and played pickleball the next day. Never seen that guy's waist. And he's got a thin waist. I didn't think he'd get thinner. And it did, to my point that you could be in the most optimum shape, but you still have inflammation in your body.
I think his 6-pack has a 6-pack.
Yeah, it does. It makes 6-packs on the side. Cameron, you're an absolute stud. Where can everybody get a hold of you and make sure that they follow your content? Because you spit out some good stuff.
Yeah, definitely. So if you're looking to follow me, Instagram's my best place to follow me. So it's @Cameron Hardy.
I love it. And one last statement, word, sentence, thought of wisdom. Where does your strength come from? What keeps you moving?
Yeah, so my strength comes from my faith. So I'm a big believer in Jesus Christ. So my faith is everything to me. So when I struggle, and I think that that's actually what got me through the tough times and enduring the really negative moments, is leaning on something bigger than yourself. So if that's for you, if that's God, or if that's universe, whatever you believe in, right? But for me, it's Jesus Christ.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, shout out to Jesus.
My boy.
Is that a good way to say it? What do we say? You finish it.
Oh, my boy JC.
JC. There you go. Easy. Over and
Awesome.
out.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Cameron.
Oh, man. That was good.
That was good, right? That was fun. Good for you, dude.
Thanks,
Congrats on all that.